Okay, so we're sitting up tall, and we're going to do a big push out with big hands. Reach down, and then pull it up, looking up towards the ceiling if you can. And then wake up your fingers, wiggle your fingers, keeping your hands big, sitting up tall, and then bring it out, and let's flick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Big finish. Again, big push. Reach down. Pull it up. Again, wiggling our fingers. Waking up our hands. And then bring it out. And flick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Big finish. Make sure you're counting loud. We're warming up our voices. Big breaths. Big push. Reach down. Pull it up. Now we're waking up our wrist. Up and down. Up and down. And bring it out. And flick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Big finish. One more. Big push. Reach down. Pull it up. Again, wake up your wrist. Up and down. And bring it out. And let's flick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Big finish. Big reach with our hand, and we're swooping. So we're going to swoop, stretch that leg back, really opening up our hip, palm up towards the ceiling, and let's flick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it in. Big stomp. Big finish. Other side. Big reach. Big hand. Swoop it. Stretch that leg back. Open up your hip. Palm up to the ceiling. And let's flick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stomp it in. Switch sides. Big reach, big hand. Bring it across. Stretch that leg back. Really open up, palms up. And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stomp it in. Big finish. Big reach, big hand. Swoop and stretch back. Palm up and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stomp it in. Big finish. One more on each side. Big reach, big hand, swoop, stretch back, palm up and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stomp it in. Big finish. One more to go. Big reach, big hand, swoop, and stretch, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it in. Big finish. All right, let's get up. We're going to do our forward step. So we're standing tall. You can either do 10 on the right, 10 on the left, or alternate it. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep those hands big. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Standing up tall, now we're going to the side. You can either alternate or do 10 on the right, 10 on the left. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, next we're going backwards. So push those arms out, big hands. We're stepping back, lifting that toe, sticking our tush back, and then stomping it in. 10 on the right, 10 on the left. Let's go. So 1, bring it in. 2, bring it in. 3, bring it in. 4, bring it in. 5, in. 6, and in. 7, and in. 8, and in. 9, and in. And 10. In. Switch sides. So keep those arms big. Keep your hands big. Push them out. Let's go. 1, and in. 2, and in. 3, and in. 4, and in. 5, and in. 6, and in. 7, and in. 8, and in. 9, in. 10, and in. All right, next is our forward rock. So let's work on just shifting back and forth, rolling through our feet, making sure we're standing tall, trying to make that weight shift as big as we can. And then we're going to add in those arms. So big reach with your arms. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, let's switch sides. So just going back to that weight shift, forward and back, rolling through our feet, standing tall. And let's add in those arms. So big reach with our hands and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, bring it back to center. Next is our twist. Make sure you have a target behind you and then coming back to me. Big reach with our arms, palms up. Let's go. So 1, bring it back in. Big reach. 2, and back in. Big reach. 3, and back in. big reach. 4. Bring it in. Big reach. 5. And in. Big reach. 6. And in. Big reach. 7. And in. Big reach. 8. Bring it in. Big reach. 9. And in. Big reach. 10. And in. Big reach. 11. And in. Big reach. 12. And in. Big reach. 13. And in. Big reach. 14. And in. Big reach. 15. And in. When you're doing this, a couple things I want you to think about. When you're especially doing the twist, make sure your arms aren't coming in like you're giving someone a bear hug. Keep them wide. And I want you to even think about lifting from your sternum, your breastbone. Okay, so you're opening up your chest, standing tall. All right, let's do the other side. So big reach. Keep those arms big. Let's go. 1. Bring it in. Big reach. 2. Bring it in. Big reach. 3. And in. Big reach. 4. And in. Big reach. 5. And in. Big reach. 6. And in. Big reach. 7. In. Big reach. 8. In. Big reach. 9. In. Big reach. 10. In. Big reach. 11. In. Big reach. 12. In. Big reach. 13. In. Big reach. 14. In. Big reach. 15. Woo! Okay, your arms look so much bigger that round. That was great. All right, let's go to our chair for my favorite stand-ups and sit-downs. We're going to keep it at 90 this week, but I think next week we're bumping it up to 100, just as a preview. All right, so just like every class, we're alternating. I do odds, you all do evens. The whole point of this is to be moving at a quicker speed, working on our power. All right, let's go. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27, 29, 31, 33, 35, 37, 39, 41, 43, 45, 47, 49, 51, 53, 55, 57, 59, 61, 63, 65, 67, 69, 71, 73, 75, 77, 79, 81, 83, 85, 87, 89. Woo! All right, everyone grab some water and then we'll talk stations. So for class today, if you have small hand weights, if you don't have hand weights, you can use cans of soup, anything like that. The first one we're going to do, I'm going to go through all of them, is in a squat, working on a row. So pinching your shoulder blades down and back. And you can do it in a squat. You can do this in a lunge, your choice. The lunge is going to be trickier than the squat. The next, we're just going to have one. So you're going to be in a split stance. We're going to load, and the arm is going to be popping up. So 2 ways you can do this. You can do a pop up, switch your feet, or we can do them together. Okay, so I'll talk you through that. So it's punching up with either a step or a jump. Next is working on finger taps. So each round you're going to tap. So for on round 1, you're going to tap 1 time thumb to each finger. Second round, 2 each time. Next round, 3. Okay, to add in more difficulty, you can do it feet, 1 foot in front of the other, or standing on 1 leg. Next is we're going to work on muscle endurance. So you're going to have your arm out here. If you have shoulder issues and this is painful, you can have your arm here, here, here. So there's a lot of different arm positions, but this is more working on just engaging your arm and keeping it engaged. So I'll show you the full movement. So I have arm up here, and I'm going to side lunge, bring it in. Side lunge, bring it in. The whole goal is that I'm keeping my arm big and up this whole time. So if that is uncomfortable for shoulder issues, you can be here. But one thing I want you working on is making sure your arm's not drifting down. You're keeping it big that whole time, keeping it engaged. All right. The next one is you're going to have an imaginary line, and we're going to work on jumping forward over it with big arms. And then if you can, jump back. If jumping back you feel nervous about, you can always turn around and jump over. If Jumping is hard to do. You can always work on just a big step over. And then the last is tricep dips. So what you're going to do is use your chair. You're going to drop it down and dip. If for any reason that is uncomfortable, you can grab your weights and do kickbacks. All right, so let's grab our weights, and we are going to do 2 rounds of each of the exercises for 1 minute. Okay, so we're in our squat or in a lunge, and we're rowing, starting now. So as you're doing this, you're working on squeezing those shoulder blades towards the center. So the more we can strengthen our back, this helps with our posture. We're halfway there. As you're doing this, try to keep your spine lined up. Try not to slump forward. Keep your core engaged. All right, dropping one weight. So this is the one where our feet are split, and we can either punch it up and jump or punch, then jump. Okay, so we're gonna alternate it. We're gonna stick to one side. Next round, we'll do the other arm. All right, timer is started. If from a coordination standpoint, it's hard to keep your heart rate up, then do punch, then jump. Remember, the whole goal of our class is we want to be working hard. We want our heart rate up. We want our exertion level up. We have 15 more seconds. All right, weight down. Next is our finger tap. So you can do it feet hip distance apart, together, one foot in front of the other, or standing on one leg. And you're going through, and each round, you're adding in another tap. All right, timer is started. This is great because we're working on doing 2 things at once. Try to keep those finger movements big. And make sure you're breathing. Don't stop breathing. 15 seconds left. All right, shake out your arms. Grab your weight. This is the one where you're doing your overhead press with the side lunge. So we're doing this for a minute, starting now. Keeping that arm up big. This is working on that muscle endurance. Also that bigness of movement. So the check-in is if you're starting to notice it's coming down, Punch it back up. And if you're worried how we're only working one side, don't worry. The next round, we're going to catch the other side. Woo! Give me 15 more seconds. Drop the weight. All right, next we're hopping over our imaginary line with big arms. So you can either hop forward and hop back, or you can step forward, turn, and step back over. All right, let's get going. So we're focusing on a big arm swing, big jump if you can. Woo! Give me 30 more seconds. Keep those arms moving big. All right, back to center. Here you can either do tricep dips or kickbacks. Your choice. All right, timer is started. Make sure you're breathing. Give me 15 more seconds. All right, grab a sip of water. We have one more round of everything. You guys are doing awesome today. When you're ready, grab your weights. And we're doing rows in either a squat or a lunge. And we're starting now. So you're working on getting your shoulder blades to squeeze in and down. You're keeping your spine in a neutral position, and hopefully your core is engaged. Give me 20 more seconds. All right, drop one weight. Next is our overhead press with a jump. So if you had the weight on your right side, switch over to your left, and you're gonna press it up and then do a split jump, or you can do them all together. Your choice. Timer is started now. If you're not doing the jump and you're doing a step, try to make it a big step. You can even add in a march. So march it up. And I want you to really focus on that punch staying big. Punch it up. Punch it up. All right, weight down. Next is our finger tap. So again, you can have feet together, tandem, standing on one leg, and each round you're adding in a finger tap. So let's go. Try to keep those finger movements big. Ten more seconds. All right, grab your weight. If the first round you had the weight on the right side, switch it over to the left. This is the one where you're hopefully punching up. If for shoulder reasons that's uncomfortable, you can be here. I just want you keeping that movement big that whole time. Let's go. So punch it up, and we're side lunging. Whole goal of this is to keep your arm movement big, keep your legs moving big. I don't know about you, but this is a good workout today. We're halfway done. So I can feel that my arm is starting to drift down. So I'm checking in with myself, making sure I'm keeping my arm big. All right, bring it on down. Woo! All right, next is jumping over our line. Remember, big arm swings. When you're doing this, I don't want to see you have arms super glued to your side. Keep them moving. That's going to be what helps you get forward momentum. All right, timer is started. If jumping feels really challenging today, you can also do a big step forward and backwards. But I want your arms moving big. Stepping over that line. Big. Remember, all of our exercises can get modified for where you're at. But I want you moving this whole time. 10 more seconds. Woo! All right. Last is tricep dips or kickbacks. All right. So if you're doing kickbacks, let's get into that squat. Timer is started, and you're squeezing the back part of your arm. If you're doing kickbacks, I want it slow and controlled. Squeezing the back part of your arm. Remember, the coming in part is just as important as the coming out part. More or 30 more seconds. All right, drop those weights, get some water. You guys are doing awesome today. All right, next we're working on balance and walking. So the first one we're going to do are ice skaters with backward steps. You can either do a backward step or a backwards run, your choice. So ice skaters with big arms, and then either run it back or big steps. We're going to do that for 3 minutes. The next one we're going to do, arms are out, and we're going to do opposite arm circles. So one arm is going forward while the other arm is going backwards. This always takes me a minute to get. We're going to be doing these in minute increments. So we're going to be alternating between our stations. And then the last station is going to be working on opening your arm, quarter turn, open, quarter turn, open, quarter turn, open, quarter turn. So we're working on coordination with our movements. Don't worry, this won't be a memory test. We'll go through it again. So our first station, 3 minutes, ice skaters with big arms, backward run, starting now. So depending on how big of a space you have, you may be going a longer distance. Keep those arms moving big. When you're doing your ice skater, think that it's a forward and out to the side motion. Even think about having your arms and your hands be big as you're doing this. One minute down, 2 more to go. Keep it big. So as you're moving backwards, keep those arms moving. Shouldn't be super glued to your side. We're halfway done with this. Woo! Give me one more minute. You got this. Woo! Give me a woo! $15 more seconds to go. All right, bring it back to center. Next are arms. So arms are out. One arm is going, say, clockwise, while the other is going counterclockwise. If your shoulders are feeling sore, you can be doing it here. So think that this is working on that bigness of movement and then also working on coordination. Timer is started now. We have a minute of this. Oh, I'm even jumbled with this one today. There we go. Whew. 30 more seconds to go. So as you're doing this, make sure you're standing tall. Your core is engaged. All right, relax those arms down. Shake them out if they're getting sore. Next, we're going to do our quarter turns where we're working on opening our arm out big, quarter turn. Open it out, quarter turn. Open it, quarter turn, open, quarter turn. We're going to do it clockwise, and then you're going to switch. You're going to go the other way. So open it, quarter turn, open, quarter turn. All right, timer is started now. So with this, I want us working on a big quarter turn. Also, keeping our arms big. So opening up our chest, keeping our hand big. This is a 3-for-1 because we're also working on our coordination. I love it when we can work on multiple things in an exercise. Remember, you can always break these exercises down. So if this feels like it is really challenging today and it's hard to move big, then break it down where you're just maybe doing the quarter turn big with big feet. Or you could just have the arms be big. So all of those are options. Remember, my goal is that we are moving big this whole time, keeping our heart rate up. We have 1 more minute to go. Give me 20 more seconds. Finish this turn. Okay, shake out your arms. If you want, grab a sip of water. And we have one more round of circles. Woo! All right, so we have one more round of arm circles where one is going in a forward direction, where the other is going in a backwards direction. If your shoulders are feeling sore, it is okay to be down here. So it's just, I want us to work on that bigness of movement wherever you are. And you may find, like me today, that you keep getting stuck where they're going in the same direction. And that's okay. As long as you're checking in with your arms. We have 15 more seconds to go. Woo! This is a good arm workout today. All right, shake it out. Woo! All right, so let's just, since we did so much shoulders, let's work on just doing 10 shoulder rolls going backwards. All right, and then if you can, bring your and shake it out. Let's do the other side. And shake it out. And if you can, you're going to reach behind like you're giving yourself a back scratch. And then if you can, you're going to reach and grab onto that elbow. And if that feels comfortable, you want to add a little bit more, you can also do a little side bend to really get a nice stretch through your side. Make sure you're breathing. Don't stop breathing. And come back up, shake it out, and then let's do the other side. So reach like you're giving yourself a back scratch. You can grab onto that elbow, and then if you want a little bit more, do a side bend. All right, shake it down. Let's go into a lunge. So this is a nice stretch for our calves. And then to get at your hip flexor, if you're not feeling a stretch there, you can always tuck your pelvis under to get more of that hip flexor stretch. And let's switch sides. All right, and bring it in. And then let's drop our hips back, raise our toe to get a nice stretch in our hamstring. When you're doing this, try to keep your spine neutral. Try not to round. So trying to keep everything stacked like the Jenga blocks that we talk about. And drop it down. Switch sides. Drop it down. And then let's stretch out our neck a little bit. So you bring your ear to your shoulder. And then you can, if that feels comfortable, give a little extra pull. And then you can open up through your chest, palm facing me. And let's switch sides. And you may find that one side feels tighter than the other, and that's okay. Or that you can only go a certain amount. All right, and let's bring it to center. Let's just do 5 big breaths. So we're going to breathe in. Arms are going to come up. Really working on filling the lower parts of our ribs and float them down. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. Let's do 2 more. Breathe in. And out. 1 more. Breathe in. And out. Awesome job today, everyone. Woo!